Still chapter 5, section 2, but your homework tonight is going to be the 5-2b. And today what we're going to talk about is the natural log. So today we're going to cover, in the homework last night, the beginning questions were just transforming from either log form to exponential or vice versa. Then you had to, here was the practice of it. Then you also had to review the properties. We're going to do exactly these same properties, but now instead of the word log in front, it's going to have an ln. We're going to be talking about the natural log. And we did several more examples of just simplifying and solving for x. So today, we're going to talk about the natural log. So on your calculator, and there are going to be 3 questions in the homework where you're going to need to use your calculator. All of the other questions, though, you're using the properties to find the answers. Okay, so you're going to memorize these properties. These are the exact same properties that we saw yesterday. Now, notice in here in the notes, this little ln on each of these, that's not an in, it's an ln. So it's actually ln, and then either for the first property, right here, this is number 1, ln of 1 equals 0. And the reason why we know this is that from the exponential form. Now, yesterday, we saw that when it's got log, and when there's no little number here, it's assumed to have a 10 there. When it's ln, the assumed letter or number, it's actually a number, is e. Remember, e is an irrational number. It's that crazy long number just like pi. E is equivalent to approximately 2.718, and it keeps on going. So the assumed value of that base of the natural log is an e. So over here, on this first property, ln1 equals 0, we know this if I put the little e here. And right now, this is in your Bay form. So this is the base, the answer, the exponent. So the reason why I know this property is because if I do e to the 0 power, it equals 1. So this is why this property is true, that whenever you see ln1, you can substitute and in its place put a 0. The second property is this one right here, ln e equals 1. So again, same thing. So if I do property number 2, ln e equals 1. And again, remember the assumed base there is an e. So if I turn this into exponential form, it's really e to the first power equals e. So anything to the first power is just itself. So anytime you see an ln e in the problem, you can replace it and put a 1. So the equivalent of the natural log of e is equal to 1. And if you do this on your calculator, it's going to give you a 1. The next property is the ln of the natural log of e to the x equals x. So for property number 3, ln of e to the x equals x. And again, I've got the little assumed e there. And again, if I turn it into exponential form, and again, remember it's BAE, so it's e to the x equals e to the x. So this is why I can say this property. Now, one other thing that you can watch is whenever you see ln e, you know it's equivalent to 1. So again, notice this would cancel out, and then you're left with x equals x. And then the last property, number 4, if you have ln of x equals ln of y, again, this is similar to the one-to-one property, and you can see that the ln's would cancel, and you can see that y equals x or x equals y. So be able to memorize these properties and apply them to find the different values of the problems I'm going to be giving you. So the next slide has examples. So it wants us to solve for x. Now, there's several different ways that you can go about doing these. So one way that you could do this is you could turn 1 over e, and you could make this the natural log of e to the negative 1 equals x. And then what we could do here is turn it into exponential if you want. So again, remember, it's got the little assumed e here. So this would turn into BAE again, and it would be e raised to the x is equal to e to the negative 1. We use our one-to-one property that we learned back in 5.1. The base cancels, and you're left with x equals negative 1. We're going to learn a power property where we could turn the power to the front, and then remember ln e is equivalent to 1. Another thing, just like we saw with the logs yesterday, notice that whenever this base of the log is the same as the base of what you're taking the log of, that cancels out, and you're left with just x equals negative 1. So different ways to go about doing these. Number 30. This one is actually in exponential form. So if I want to flip it around, and let's put the equals x on the other side. Now, right now, this is in exponential. So this is the base, this is the exponent, and this is the answer. So if I want to go to log form or natural log form, what I would be doing here is ln, and then the assumed base of e here, and then I'm spelling bay, and then I would put x, and then the answer, the exponent. Notice we've got the same natural log on both sides. It will cancel, and you're left with x equals 5. Now, also, whenever you have something in exponential form, and remember, whenever the base of the exponent is the same as the base of the log, this is an e, sorry. Whenever these are the same, this would cancel, and you're left with x equals 5. So different ways to do these. Usually it'll never fail of transforming it. If it's in exponential, and you can't solve it, put it in log. If it's in log and you can't solve it, switch it back to exponential. Number 31. This one I'm actually going to use property number 2. And remember that ln e is equal to 1. So here I could replace ln e here with a 1. Anytime it's being multiplied, whenever ln e is being multiplied by something, you can change that ln e to a 1, and now x equals 2. So you're memorizing the property that ln e, the natural log of e, is equal to 1. For 32, again, I can go about doing these several different ways. Again, remember the base here on the natural log is in e. So if you recognize that this will cancel out, then you're left automatically with 1/3 equals x. Now, you could also transform it to exponential. So ln e raised to the 1/3 equals x. So again, it's got the little assumed e here. So this is spelling bay. So if I want to go to exponential, it's going to be e to the x equals e to the 1/3. The e's cancel, and it goes right to x equals 1/3. So you can also transform it to exponential. It is remember, you're memorizing that ln e equals 1. We're going to later on learn a power property that you're going to pull the power to the front. So then it's really 1/3 times ln e equals x. And then remember, ln e I can replace with a 1. So it's really 1/3 times 1, and 1/3 equals x. You can think of it that way. All right, 33. ln1. This is property, I think, number 1. What's ln1 equal? 0. So I can change ln1 to a 0, and then now I'll multiply it, and x equals 0. So memorize that the natural log of 1 is equal to 0. Because remember, anything raised to the 0 power is 1, and that would have been the little e base. Number 34. Here we go with the ln e being multiplied. Remember, ln e equals 1. So I can replace ln e with a 1, times it by the 3/4, and that's what x equals. The last one. So this one is actually in exponential form. So again, if you realize that this little assumed base here is an e, then this will cancel and become a 1, and then you're left with 7 equals x. Now, you can also transform this to log form. So in exponential form, this is the base, this is the exponent, this is our answer. So if we transform it into log form, we would be doing ln and then x equals ln 7. So again, the base is the little assumed e. Remember, so it's BAE. This whole thing was the exponent. Notice the ln e's cancel. And again, same answer I got, x equals 7. Let me show you how to use your calculator. You're going to do 3 questions in the homework where you're going to use your calculator. All right, so in the homework tonight, numbers 9, 10, and 11, you're using your calculator. And for example, it's going to say f of x equals ln x, and they're going to say find it for the value of x equaling, and it'll be a decimal. So all you have to do is you go to your calculator, you're going to find the button that says ln. It's the 2 buttons up above the on button, and then it'll open a parenthesis. You put in 18.42, close the parentheses, hit enter, and this is going to give you a decimal. You're going to round it to 3 decimal places, and you should be getting 2.913. So it's just a matter of hitting that button, putting the decimal, close the parentheses, hit enter. So these 3 questions in the homework, just calculator. The rest are all questions without the calculator, applying the properties.